Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video, apparently Rainbow High dolls are just for girls. So a couple of days ago, the official Rainbow High account, as usual, they posted a new picture of one of the new dolls, this time being Blue Brooks, her, in singular picture. It's kind of weird, since we're talking about the posts, it's weird how they haven't caught up to the new dolls for next year. Like, they're still posting about new Friends dolls and like Shadow High Series 3, which granted they haven't really posted that much either, but it's weird how they're sending out PR, the Amazon links, and they already have some of the stuff like the fashion packs on their official website, LL Surprise website. It's weird how they have all these things happening and these items are becoming more and more accessible in stores, online, and they're supposed to come out January, like in like a couple of weeks, and the official account has not once or even teased something new coming with this rebrand on their stories, on a post. Nothing. There's been no official announcement for this whole thing coming next year. So I just find that to be like, what is that? Who is running these? Who is running the social media account? Like, this is kind of like a big deal. And it's like, nope, they're still posting about Blue Brooks because, she's new. Like, what? I find that all the time with Rainbow High, their account, they always manage to post. They're always so late with posting, like, slash new dolls. Like, they're always posting about the new dolls when people already found them months ago, when they already leaked months ago. It's ridiculous, honestly. Apparently, the Shadow High official account on Instagram is just abandoned. It's just, they don't care anymore because the posts that they have shared for the Shadow High Series 3 dolls have all been shared only via the official Rainbow High account. So what is happening? Did they forget they have a Shadow High specific account as well? I don't know, it feels like almost like they know that there's obviously they know there's a rebrand coming, but also they know that Shadow High will most likely not be, a line that they will keep making. And so they just keep posting the Shadow High dolls on the Rainbow High official page because it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore because they're done anyways. Like, this is the last series. It could be. It seems like to me like that's what's happening here, because otherwise they would specify the Shadow High and Rainbow High accounts and keep them separate for their respective dolls. But they're not caring anymore, so it must mean that that's because Shadow High does not have a future. But anyways, that's a whole video by itself. The big controversy that happened here is the caption originally for the blue post here. It was really short. I remember specifically it was a short caption at first when it initially got posted. It was something like, oh, Blue Brooks, here she is. Very generic, very, like run-of-the-mill generic caption for these kind of pictures. But then recently they updated the post with a more longer caption, with a more thorough, like a lot of information for like unnecessarily so. And it really was clear to me that it was a unintentional but also like informal kind of like respond to like the rebrand leaking so early and people's reactions to the rebrand being not very good. This was MGA's kind of like response to the feedback and criticism that they had received from the early leaks here, the PR and so on. And basically the caption saying kind of like they tried to justify the rebrand with like, oh, play is so important for kids, etc., etc. You can see here, actually, Darian notified me of the caption change. And then, not only that, they changed the caption, and it was like indirect response to the feedback of the leaks and like the rebrand, but it also specified in a very jarring sentence, the best fashion dolls for girls are the ones that focus on play. Actually, let me just read the whole caption before they changed it yet again, because yes, they did, because it's a whole mess. So it reads, forget ice skating, we're going skateboarding with this season with Blue Brooks. The best fashion dolls for girls are the ones that focus on play. The storytelling possibilities are endless when the dolls come with miniature accessories like Blue's mini takeout food and miniature drink bottle. Play is important for children's development, so gift them a toy that encourages their creativity to thrive. So there you go. The caption very much is generic again, but again, it's more like specifying on the, it's like they're really trying to hammer home like, oh yeah, play, it's so important, yeah, that's why they include accessories. They're really trying to justify the rebrand, the play aspect with the gimmick, the slime gimmick, but also like all the accessories that they used to come with. And that's even more ironic because now with the rebrand, they don't even include any of these miniature amazing accessories as they highlight here in a caption. They're no longer including these miniature amazing accessories with these new rebrand dolls. So that's like so ironic because like why would they highlight something so like important when they're getting rid of that as well for the rebrand? Like all the accessories we are gonna get for the rebrand dolls are the pet, the slime, the crystal, the stand, the doll. Like there's nothing else. There's no accessories. There's no actual like miniature accessories. That's just so funny to me. But yeah, and then of course the sentence that sticks out is the best fashion dolls for girls. And that really just implies that, Rainbow High dolls are just for girls. Not just, girls, but also just, they're only for kids. And that got like everyone into it became a whole thing in the comments. You can see here. I recorded some of them. I was shocked because honestly there's even more, but I couldn't record all of them. So this is just some of them that, were really not happy with the caption being like so I guess kind of like a slap in the face to all the adult collectors. And like, let's get something out of the way. Yes, I think we can all agree and we're all aware at least of the fact that these are dolls mainly, targeted towards kids. That's the ideal demographic that they were always aiming for. But we cannot deny that that there's also like a huge audience that is adult doll collectors, and many of which are not, obviously not girls, and many of which are just adult men, adult women, adult people who collect dolls, who collect Rainbow High dolls, many of whom are also just maybe young teenagers, maybe young adults, tweens, not just little girls. So them specifying like the gender here and then like the girls aspect, like that's just like what year are we living in? This is 2023. Why are they specifying something so dumb like this? Like, I mean, even Barbie's commercials include boys now. Like, that's progressive, but this kind of comment here, like, this is not helpful at all. It's just, again, it feels so, just doesn't make any sense. It really feels nonsensical to me. And again, the comments here reflect that. And that was before they, again, changed the caption once again to just correct that one line, and they took out the girls part. So MGA or whoever's running these social media accounts, they saw the comments, the backlash, and they took it out. But we have the screenshot here. That's what they had initially, that, the best fashion dolls for girls. And I mean, thankfully, at least they saw the comments and they changed the caption to be just more generalized, children. But even then, this is still like a indirect response to the feedback, the early leaks for the rebranded dolls, and not being very good. Like, everyone's basically just very disappointed at the very least. I think most people are at least a little bit disappointed because it's either the slime, the pets, the packaging, the quality, the overall quality of life for these dolls, just like the expense also, and like what you're actually paying for is mainly the slime. There's no accessories anymore. There's no focus on fashion pieces, the glitter on the face, the lack of articulation, it just, all of those things, like, it has everyone just looking like, what is happening, right? And it's just like, it's not helping MJ anymore with this kind of thing where in a caption now also, indirectly also, basically discrediting all the adult doll collectors that exist out there who, and I mean, again, I feel like, again, obviously these dolls are targeted towards kids, and now with the rebrand, they are really targeted towards kids. They're making that very clear. But with the original Rainbow High dolls, I think, again, you cannot deny that I think at least 50% of the actual consumers are adult doll collectors. I don't think, and even when they're for kids, adult people are still buying them. It's not kids themselves, okay? So it's like, we gotta discern here. There's a difference. But yeah, I think at least 50% are still adult doll collectors. At least, there's such a big community of adult doll collectors, and I feel like people downplay the actual impact that we have as a community. We're not just like a little small group of 100 people. We are a global phenomenon and we keep growing. That's why we're all here. We're all here for the same thing, which is a love for dolls. And it's like they're basically saying with this comment that, you know, it's just for girls. Adult doll collectors don't exist. Like, they don't exist. Grown men collecting dolls, never heard of that, right? It's only for girls. Only for girls. Like, again, this is just such a back way of thinking. Like, it's just backwards way of, it's not, what is that? I just don't understand. Who came up with the comment? Like, who is running the socials? I need to know. I just want to talk. I promise. I just want to talk. Because, like, anyone with the right sense of mind and, like, you know, like, just common knowledge, like, nowadays, and, like, just like how the world is changing, and like just having like common knowledge and respect, common sense, you know, it just, like, anyone, just be nice, just be generalized. And again, I mean, they did fix the caption, they fixed it, so that's great, but like only after they saw the backlash of the feedback, only then they changed it, which is just so, again, like, why would they do that? Why would they do that in the first place? Specify girls. Like, I just don't get it. It's like they know, and they know, listen, they know that adult doll collectors exist, and that they're also the main reason for Rainbow High doing so well. They know, they have the facts, they have the sales stats and so on. They're doing their research. They're not just, and that's also why they're doing the rebrand, because they know that Rainbow High dolls so far had always had more of a bigger audience with adult doll collectors, and not so much with the, you know, younger, like really young kids audience. And that's why they're trying to fix that. They're really trying to cater towards young kids now because of that very reason. It's not because of sales. It cannot be wholeheartedly just because of sales, because sales were never really that bad for them to justify a whole rebrand like this. That's really risky in the first place. That's just no, it cannot be just for sales, because again, Rainbow High was never really in the slums like that. We all dramatized it. We all, you know, we were all saying like, oh, it's the end because they no longer have two outfits. Like, yeah, we all said it was like really this big huge deal, but it wasn't. Like, they were still selling, the dolls were still selling at the very least when they went on sale, which is still a sell. You know, you're still buying a doll even if it's cheaper, so it still counts. So the sales were never really that bad. They were still selling and they still kept making them. But so it's not because of that, it's because of many different reasons. I really feel like they're just trying to, now with this rebrand, they're really trying to aim towards young kids, and they're really taking away all the stuff that we as adult doll collectors really enjoy about Rainbow High, so that they can get rid of us and that they really can only have focus on the kids. I don't know why. And this is just a theory, really. There's no confirmation. But like, that's just what it feels like to me. That's what it looks like to me. Because like, why else would they do this? Why else would they get rid of articulation when they already have the molds that they're already using? It wouldn't cost more for them to produce those molds because they already have them, right? It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Some of this doesn't make sense to me. So genuinely, I feel like it just doesn't add up. And then again, with this comment, it really just completely even more makes me feel like this is true, you know, if they're just for girls. And it's like such a sneaky line. Like, they really thought no one would notice, you know. It was really just like a quick thing, like just for girls. And then they later on corrected it because they saw the feedback, but like they thought they could get away with it. It's just like, no, we noticed. So it's like, what is happening? They're really just discrediting all the adult doll collectors. And then also, it's kind of ironic that, you know, they send PR to, mostly adult doll collectors. And then they say, just for girls. No, just for girls. Like, that's the real audience here. Adult doll collectors? No. They only are significant to us when they actually matter with promoting the dolls. Like, that's just so, like, come on. Like, hypocritical. Like, that's, like, what are we doing here? Like, that's just so rude. Like, what do we do? Like, no. And I get it. Obviously, they have to send PR to some people. They cannot send it to the kids themselves because they're too young to do that stuff. Not really. Nowadays with TikTok and stuff, kids are learning pretty quickly to how to deal with PR and stuff like that. I think like if you look on TikTok, there's so many young kids already doing PR stuff. So I don't know, but for dolls specifically, like there's still a lot of mainly adult doll collectors that they send PR to. It's not kids. It's not mainly kids, and if it is, there's also a parent there present. So, you know, it's like it's different. But then of course, no, just for girls. So I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like that's so out of touch. It feels like really just not good. But I don't know. What do you think of this whole controversy? Again, they did change it. Like if you go to look now, it is changed. They no longer have the specified girls there. But that's again only after they saw the feedback, the backlash over the girls line. So they just did it because to appease us. But it was already, the damage had already been done, and the receipts already have been already taken. So we already know that they tried to do this. It just feels very insensitive because the vast, you know, consumers are adult doll collectors. Like them doing this, and it also discredits boy collectors. Like it also discredits, like, you know, little boys wanting to collect dolls. Like how does that make them feel? You know, it just I don't like it. It's mean, and it really feels like they're doing more damage to the Rainbow High brand than they are trying to help it, I guess, with the rebrand. And now with this comment, it just like, what are they doing? It's like they keep trying, it's like they keep making the situation worse. Like why? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Rainbow High. It's all a mess. Like first the rebrand, the dolls, the cutbacks, the quality, and now this. Like what is even going on anymore? What is happening? I just don't even, I hardly even recognize Rainbow High anymore. So I really do wonder, like if it can get any worse. But let's see. What do you think of this whole controversy? Let me know down below. But I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to and you want to, and so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the loyalty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.